What's the go with corporate greed Australia at the moment? I know you know what I'm talking about, but my lived experience, now I have to pull the product off the shelves, cart it around the store, unload it at the checkout, scan it myself, pay for it myself, leave the store. But the best part before I leave the store, you've either got a henchman there checking my receipts or these gates that don't allow me through until I say, yes sir, please sir, thank you very much, I'm not a fucking bit of cattle. What's the go there? My name's Trent. I'm a 31-year-old Melburnian man, and I'm just starting to switch on. I'm really starting to feel the effects, feel the pinch. I'm really struggling in this slave 9-to-5 system that I call home. I don't feel comfortable anymore. I feel trapped, I feel scared, and I'm noticing things around me. And at the moment, I can barely afford to eat and put food on my fucking plate. This weekend, I'm in Shepparton, regional Victoria, to come see a friend. And I have been gobsmacked. I walked into Coles before and, there wasn't all the shit there. There's people serving it. There was people that weren't stopping me leaving the store. I couldn't believe it. From a very young age, I asked myself, what role does Kmart, Target play in our society? If I can buy a pair of socks for $4, I'm the winner here massively. Who's the loser on the other end? And it's the people that are in the slave labor that we're supporting. I can't believe it. Since 2019, the inception of my business, that's when COVID started happening and I wasn't bending a knee, so I had to take action on my own. I had to have some sort of accountability and responsibility, so I decided to start my own business. For the longest time, I've been waiting for the right time, for the signal to say, yes, Trent, it's time to start your business. And I just got pushed into it, and it's the best thing that's ever happened to me. But throughout that process, I realized, hey, I'm not in this business for a crisp handshake, and I need the support of the local community. So once I started realizing that, I started shopping locally, and man, I was amazed. The quality of the fruit, the quality of the meat, the quality of the service, and I'm creating connections to my local community, which I've actually made friends out of and actually even gotten work, which is crazy. And the best part too, once I realized my own business, what a good client is, I started tipping myself. I love the tipping culture, the energy behind it. Money for me is nothing in the sense of, it rules my world, but I don't let it rule my world. I'm happy to move it forward. It's cyclical, it'll come back, I tell myself. But I'm a strong tipper, whether I'm buying my fruit and veggie or whatnot, because I know that they're in business for that money as well, and I want to help support them. But I am shocked with what's going on and the amount of people that I see walking into Coles these days as well. What do they have to do on this part? If I'm the cunt walking around picking all this shit off the shelves, scanning it, paying for it, to walking it out the store, what role do they play besides stacking the shelves? And why do I, as a service provider myself, have to bust my ass harder than them? I bust my ass to earn the loyalty and respect of the consumers in my local community. And I feel like Coles, Woolies, Target, Kmart, Big W, all these big stores, all they care about is their fiduciary rights to their shareholders. All I see is the labor force get diminished. They're taking humans out of the transactions. I will wait, it's so annoying. I will wait, just because I'm a man of my values and principles, 15, 20 minutes just to let a person serve me. But 90% of the time, I end up walking out early because I'm not waiting there fucking 10 minutes. I do 90% of my shopping through the small fruit and veggie grocer, Whole Foods, and my butcher. The only time I ever need to walk into Coles is for dishwashing liquid or something small like that, which I need to find an alternative for, definitely. But every time I keep popping my head back in, it feels like it gets grosser and grosser and grosser. The human workforce gets taken out. Man, I spoke to a lady behind the counter the other day just asking her how her day was, because I love the human transaction. She mentioned that she was on a 4-hour shift. Oh, that's pretty short. Does that ruin your day because it's, in the middle of the day for 4 hours? And she says, yeah, it does. And they give me a 4-hour shift purely so they don't have to pay me a lunch break. And I thought, my Lord, I didn't realize that was a thing. But I thought to myself, man, they're cutting all these corners everywhere else, and they're cutting it from the labor force as well. Why am I supporting this? Why is my hard-earned money going to them? I view money as a voting ticket in society, and I want to support and vote for those that give back to my community, not those that are tanking the community, taking the workforce out of it. I don't know about you, but when was the last time that you felt comfortable in Coles, or like you weren't herded cattle just moving through the store? I don't know what's going on or why we choose to support it, but here we are. And as a small business myself, I ask myself, man, how do these people keep getting recurring customers? And it's because it's easy. Because the system's there. We have a duopoly, And even, I didn't realize that Coles and Woolies do like a high-low thing. You know, one week, one client, one shop is pricing high and the other one's pricing low, and then they change it the next week after, just to sort of play the market. And you know, if I was a duopoly and I was the same thing, you know, two plumbing businesses out there, I would be a fucking asshole and do that too if I was driven by profits. So I'm not a fallible human either, but I can just notice these things and it's really gross. Who else can like feel that? I know that I'm becoming really, really strict with where I spend my money purely because I fucking got none of it. And if I'm supporting someone, I want to make sure it's someone that's giving back to my community. And I don't see these guys doing anything for my community or us. Can't believe it. But here we are, bending the knee to corporate Australia, just supporting them continuously. I wanted to have this conversation and speak to you guys about that because these are the things that I notice and how I feel about it. But does anyone else feel this way? With all the participation that I've been having in the past few videos lately, I have been so overwhelmed with thinking, man, there are people out there like me. We can unite, we can come together. Let's start the conversation, let's talk to each other. It's not going to be easy, but I'm learning that we have way more in common with each other than we're led to believe. They don't want us to think that, but we have way more in common with our everyday Aussies than we realized. And I'm so rapt about it. So please comment, share, let me know what you're thinking, let me know how you're feeling. Do you guys feel this way? When you're walking through the aisles of Coles or Woolies or Big W or anything like that, do you feel the love? Because I fucking don't. And I'm no longer spending my money there. And if you guys are the same, please let me know how you feel. I love that I'm out here in Shepparton going for a walk, baby. And thank you guys so much for the extra motivation to get me out walking and to start talking. So let's keep sharing this conversation because I'm bloody proud of each and every one of you guys and God bless you. So please continue to notice things, continue to speak up, continue to share conversation because BTP loves ya. Peace out.